Hello and welcome to another episode of CultureWise Chats about Lebanon. To celebrate special occasions, to create a wonderful atmosphere, to impress with social skills, or just to enjoy life as it is, many of us consume wine. I'm Irma, Vartanian Balian, and with me today is my special guest, Chehwane. Christine and her husband, Chehwane, own and run the winery of La Tourba, which is located in the West Bekaa Valley. Bekaa Valley being the birthplace of the Lebanese wine. Hello, Christine, and welcome.
How are you? Long time. Miss you.
Miss you too. How is everything?
Thank you. Good. All is good. Health is
Another
good.
great day.
Thank you. Thank you for having me and for this opportunity to talk about the Lebanese wine and to spread the great potential that we have in Lebanon.
It's my pleasure. And Lebanese wine has been growing in the market, in the global market as well, and La Tourba in particular. And that's what we're going to talk about today. You know, Christine, I haven't realized this until recently, but the word La Tourba comes from the Arabic word trab. And for those viewers who don't know trab, it means soil, which is essential for the terroir of a wine. And even the name that you have chosen is studied, and I'm assuming that you have analyzed this before you name it. And it brings a lot of joy to know how much effort and how much commitment you have put to this winery.
Indeed, we took a long time. I will start showing the bottles. Can you see the logo of La Tourba?
Yes.
Okay, you can now after the
yes, it shows. Okay,
so La Tourba. Yes, this is the name of our wine. It's the soil. Tourba is Irma in Arabic, and in French also it's La Tour. It's the same pronunciation and the same meaning. It means that it comes from its own land, from its soils, from the ingredients of this terroir. That's the meaning of our brand name.
Wonderful. And you haven't started a long time ago. I mean, since 2014, which was when the first vintage or the millésime was out. And if you look at it over a short period of time, you have gained a lot of market share. What differentiates La Tourba from other local wines, and what leadership role is it playing right now?
Actually, I will talk about La Tourba. I will not speak about the difference between us and other. Only I will talk about what we are doing.
What your leadership role is, exactly.
Yes. To introduce briefly La Tourba at the start, La Tourba is a family business, as you mentioned, Irma. It's the terroir of La Tourba dates back to Roman times, and there's still till now Roman cemeteries and the wine press. If you visit and you already did visit our terroir,
impressive.
You can see, yes, this what we still have in our terroir. So all these stories and all this element has built this brand name and this wine. Because if we go through the history, you can find that our placement was a point for Lebanon. That means the Romans used to do the wines in these regions and to take it to Baalbek, to Haifa, to to export it all around the world.
Yes.
So the soil is so rich in
history.
Yeah. And so we started planting in 2005, and after around 10 years, we launched our product in the Lebanese market. We took 10 years to have a product that we are proud to have it, and a whole package from the quality of the wine to the design of the labels to the name. It's a whole really package that we wanted to do at the same level.
Yes, and I think what another thing from a consumer's point of view, from me as a consumer, I think the price quality ratio is very important because you are giving prime quality to the consumer. The price that is rational, reasonable nowadays in the market. And first of all, you are able to attract clients, and then you are able to retain customers. And that's
Yeah.
something that is a strong point in the market itself that you are using and
Yes, that's it. We are targeting people that like wines, that like stories, that like Lebanese wines, and really a certain quality of wine, not something commercial. So for that, we are trying to really making our consumers happy and
very
the
happy,
family.
I must say. Very happy, really.
Thank you, thank you. Therefore, today we have a vineyard, a single vineyard of 65 hectares. It means
Just can you explain it?
yes, we have our vineyard. We have 18 varieties of grapes that we planted in our terroir, and we produce a wide range of rosé, white, and red wine.
And you do have champagne, sparkling wine, which is the same
Yes.
quality or the same style of production as the champagne wine, right? Champagne, sparkling
We
wine.
cannot make it champagne because it's an appellation contrôlée for the region of Champagne-Ardenne.
Yes.
But for sparkling wine, yes, we took up this challenge of making sparkling Lebanese wine using the same method of Champagne-Ardenne, which does not exist in Lebanon till today. We are the first and the only one to do this traditional method and to plant the Chardonnay and the Pinot Noir for this purpose. So we brought all the necessary equipment and the knowledge and the consultations from Champagne-Ardenne, and we did testing for many years. And the first batch came out in 2014. So it was a long way, a long hard work to have this unique product that I have here, if you can see it.
This is the sparkling wine.
Yes, this is for the moment we have the Blanc de Blanc from Chardonnay. We name it unique, traditional method. It's unique.
It is unique.
It is unique. Thank you.
It's really wonderful.
And soon we'll release the rosé from Pinot Noir. Very soon. It's gonna be the second traditional method made in Lebanon.
Will we have it before the New Year's Eve?
Before we already have it, but with this really critical situation now, we are hardly really getting the bottle, the corks, all the small tools that we need for this bottles. But
And
hopefully,
in
Irma.
spite of all this, you are able to,
Yeah,
you know, have the production that you
we are trying
expected
really
to have
to yes.
from the client. You know, Christine, the Lebanese wine industry, the global as well, are male dominant. And you, as a female leader in this field, what can you advise, or what type of recommendations can you make to the wine industry to promote more positive change and have more female leaders in this industry?
At first, as me, as Christian, I am a mom of 4 boys and a wife of a husband. So I am really
Superwoman, in that sense, you are. Yes,
yes.
it's not
I
easy
tried.
to be a
Yes,
mom, a full-time mom, of course, having a full-time career and being there for your children, being there for
that's it.
your employees, to manage and run the company like you are, and
Yeah.
you know, be able to cater everything at the same time.
Yeah, that's it. And La Turba, it was our baby, so I learned with time all about wine making, wine tasting, all about this really this domain, and I felt in love with it because it's so passionate. It brings really joy in these situations now that we are living.
A lot of
Uh,
people have started to consume even more wine during the pandemic.
yeah,
You know,
really, really, it's so true. Yeah, it's so true because they are confined at homes and they are cooking at home, so all they need is this bottle of wine.
exactly. And
It was positive,
enjoy life
yes.
as it is.
But actually, if in general, if you want to talk about the role of the woman in this sector, we already have shining examples of women in Lebanon who have excelled at the level of oenologist or sommelier or agronomist in Lebanon. So the new generation is looking up to open new horizons and new opportunities because all is saturated, as you know, Irma. So they are going to seek through webinars, through research, to get more involved in this sector. And I think with time, women will have really a great role in this domain.
Yes.
And day after day, also the woman finds herself more involved because she loves to drink wine and really to enjoy life finally.
Exactly, exactly. And looking at your particular winery, you and Eli, what leadership skills were there that you um, really used that helped you in the success of your company? Because any business, when you look at it, it goes through ups and downs, obstacles, challenges, hardships. It's all part of the journey of a business. And
Yes.
when you look back at your own business, what leadership skills do you think helped you to overcome those challenges and to succeed in your business?
I wanted to add a point to the woman before closing this question, but
Yeah,
it's very important,
go ahead.
Irma, to say that we are living really now in a situation that forced us to reflect for a self-sufficiency in food security,
Mhm.
because really we are going to eras where we're gonna need to have all self-produced in our country. So that's a very important point to all the women. I really encourage all the women to go through this sector, because one day we're gonna have all made in Lebanon and consumed in Lebanon and shop locally in Lebanon. So we have to work on solidarity and to really enlarge this sector. And that's a very and the woman could be a beautiful ambassador to the
Okay.
world for the Lebanese wines and the Lebanese products.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's
Any industry that promotes the empowerment of women only goes up always. Because women
for sure.
are an asset to any company or any industry. Uh, they work hard, they are serious about what they are doing, and they are always committed. I work with a lot of women in my industry, in my line of business, and I can say this with all, I'm going to say objectivity, yes. It doesn't mean that men are not up for it, not at all, but I'm talking about women because women are always regarded as having a secondary role, always being the second in line. But when they are given the chance and the opportunity, they really
For
excel.
sure, for sure, she has the finance, she has a feminist presence. All this touch, yeah, and her touch is very important in all the sectors.
Yes, and as a leader, they always project a compassionate attitude, which is vital for any leader to have compassion, seriousness, and commitment.
Yeah,
Of course, there are many other skills, but these are essentials. And most women that I've worked with, most women that I know do possess this and make a big difference in the work environment because you need to take it seriously, you need to be committed, and yet you need to show this humane side of you when you are leading.
absolutely, definitely, yeah.
I have seen that in you actually, when you and I
Thank you.
collaborate, when we talk about things, the warm side of a person helps you be more comfortable with that human to work with. After all, you only like to work with people you feel comfortable with or you like, regardless of the capacity or the product that you are being offered.
Yeah,
If you are comfortable with the person, you definitely go back to work with that person.
that's true. That's true. When you have it, you can do. You have no limits, and women have no limits
It,
when she have really this goodwill and she has the support. She needs the support.
absolutely.
But
Yes. And who's your support in this case?
my support is my husband, my kids, my family, my
Definitely.
faith, and everything that we are doing. These are my support.
Yeah. Together, you and Ellie together, when you look back, what is it that you say that you did it together and you pulled each other up and you succeeded? What skill comes to your mind? Is it patience? Is it looking at things from a wider horizon, understanding, or what makes you think of it?
Yeah, Irma, we went through a lot of obstacles, of difficulties to get there, and we still not at the end of the road. But
Yeah.
La Turba was for us like raising our own child and passing through all the steps with him. We started in 2004, and in 2004, the War of July arrived. So,
Mm.
and since there and before there, the situation is unstable in Lebanon. And today we have the crisis, the financial crisis in the country, and the COVID, and all these factors are negative for us, and it's so difficult to maintain in this situation. But as I told you before, there's patience with extra effort, with the family solidarity, with the faith and what we are doing, and we are trying to pass all these difficulties.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when we love what you are doing and you love what you are doing, so you're gonna forget all the bad things and you're gonna look really for the passion that you are living now and the good future, hopefully, that
Yes.
that we aim to have.
It's the passion that pushes you, and regardless of the hardships, it's something that drives you to go ahead and just succeed at what you are doing.
Yes, for sure, for sure. You have to isolate yourself from for a while for all the bad things that are happening and really to focus on your work and to try to go ahead.
Definitely, definitely. Christine, can you briefly show us or tell us what type of wine we can pair with the Lebanese food? Because with the Lebanese food,
Yes,
it's tricky a little bit. You know, we have a lot of spices, a lot of different
yeah,
aromas.
yeah.
So, what do
Of
you recommend?
herbs, of colors. We have 10 bottles in La Turba,
Mhm.
and mainly the Lebanese kitchen is made for parsley that we use for tabbouleh. The parsley is pairing a lot with the Sauvignon Blanc and with the Chardonnay, the white. This is our Chardonnay, and we have the Cival, is the white. It's a blend of the Sauvignon Blanc and the Albarino and Fiano. The Fiano, it goes very well with the tahini that we use in
Oh,
hummus, in baba ganoush, mainly in a lot of our dishes.
and the
Uh,
fian is white or red, Christine?
it's a white, it's a white. All these are white. The Fiano, it's
Mhm.
Italian grape, the Albarino, it's Spanish grape, the Sauvignon Blanc and the Chardonnay are white. So these two bottles, the Chardonnay and the Cival, pairs perfectly with the hummus, as we did with the tabbouleh, maybe with the baba ganoush.
Yeah,
For meat,
yeah.
we like to do grilled meat also. We can go for the simil, which is very spicy also, and it's a blend of sira. The sira, it's a Shiraz. So
Yeah.
they used to use this grape in the past in Lebanon, an old maybe Phoenician or Lebanese grape.
Mhm.
And you have the Cabernet, the 100% Cabernet that we have also. It pair perfectly with the meat. And the unique, the traditional, with all the desserts that you have in Lebanon, the baklawa, the
Yes, we have delicious
yes,
dessert, all types of dessert, and we could pair that with the sparkling wine
yeah, yeah, for sure.
or the rosé, maybe.
And the rosé also for all appetizers, Lebanese appetizers. You can see there is the syrah also at the Sangiovese, which go perfectly also with the camoon. You know the camoon
Yeah,
that we use the spice
yeah,
and and a lot of dishes too. It perfect pairs with
oh,
it too.
yeah. That's good to know. I'm gonna keep that in mind next time we're gonna have
I will send
Lebanese.
you notes, yeah, privately, Irma, all these notes, and you can enjoy while tasting
Definitely.
wine with the perfect dishes. Yeah,
And you know what they say, the best wines you can have with a particular food is the local wine, because it comes with the soil of that land and it pairs the best with the food that you
yeah,
are eating
for
from that
sure.
country.
And
So
then when you go and you visit this terroir, you will really create as a link between you and the terroir and this wine. And when you are pairing, you go through all these memories and these feelings, and you can really taste another something so special.
Definitely, definitely. And I highly recommend visiting the terroir at La Tourba because not only that, it has this way of promoting the culture of Lebanon. You know, you have sort of a restaurant there where you grow, where you use organically grown products from your own land, and you offer the wine, and the atmosphere is just amazing. I've been there, and I hope I will get the chance to go again once the pandemic is over. And
For
really,
sure.
really happy
And
to.
you're most welcome as always, Irma.
Thank you, thank you, and it was really nice having you today, Christine. I really enjoyed, and I'm very sure that our viewers are gonna check the La Turba out. You are able to export abroad, correct?
Yeah, for sure. We are exporting a big part of our wines actually. But now with the COVID, the world is paralyzed and waiting for this
It's
situation.
really
But we are
wonderful.
exporting to Europe, yes, to the US, to Japan,
Wow,
yes,
that's
other
impressive. Yeah.
countries.
Okay, really impressive. And I so enjoyed your chat, the chat with you, Christine. Thank you so much for today.
Thanks for you, Irma. It was a pleasure for me to see you face to face after this really this,
Yes, yes,
long time.
it's nice. Although we are in the same country, but we're not able to see each other. But yeah, you know, in spite of that, it's nice to see you on Zoom as well.
For me too. I wish you a great Christmas and a very great coming year to you and all the viewers and all the people around really in our country and around the world.
Definitely. Thank you, Christine.
Thanks for you, Irma. Take care. I kiss you. Thank you. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your EtiquetteWise tip for today's episode. When you order a bottle of wine in a restaurant and you're offered to taste it, as a mannerly person that you are, you must accept it and return it only if the wine is spoiled. Otherwise, once the bottle is opened, it's yours.